Hi everyone, welcome back to Bearish Podcast. In this session, we are going to discuss about the downfall of BYJU. So when I first saw the BYJU, it was a good product and the way they explained the mathematics and science concept, it was good. But what led to the downfall of BYJU?
BYJU's, well, ideas may be wonderful. Okay, there's nothing wrong with a great idea.
Okay.
But that is only one. Right? A plan is as good as only its execution. If the execution is poor, then everything will fail. BYJU's is a 13-year-old company. It is not the product which is at fault here. The product is still sound. BYJU's as a concept is still very great. Cheap, easy, accessible, quality learning online. And it is doable online. You don't need to, have face-to-face. And it's proved that it's very good. And if it's done well and executed well, it's great. And lots of American colleges have been doing this, including all your big Ivy League colleges, conducting distance learning programs where you can get a Harvard degree or a MIT degree for a fraction of the cost sitting here in India if you're willing to do it online and get remote learning. Assessments are also done. Okay. But it's not as stringent as being face-to-face, but it's still done. So BYJU's model is absolutely sound. What happened in BYJU's is poor management.
And a lot of acquisitions.
Correct. So what you had was a guy who's good at teaching and that concept, but he had no business running the company. They should have had a professional team running the company as far as finances is concerned and allocation of resources were concerned. They were spending as if there was no end.
Yeah.
And you spend like that, you land yourself into trouble. And it's a company which is a perfect example of the zero interest era, where you could borrow money for nothing, especially in the US. You could walk across, borrow a suitcase full of money and pay no interest for it. If you're the right person, that is. And that's what BYJU's was. So you had enough people sitting here in India who had friends in US who knew people who could borrow in the bank for zero. Okay. So this guy in India said, hey, brother,
give me some money.
We got one guy here where we can find one bakra over there, no for me. So that man will immediately say, don't worry, I'll find one bakra, brother. And he'll go out and find one couple of bakras, show a couple of PowerPoints and show India's potential, 1 billion, 1.2 billion Indians are there, so many children. Data. Partly we want to charge $2, so the graph and grow and exponential and everything. They all bought and money came and then money was spent here and there, hira-fira. Money was managed very poorly. And there you go. This is true for all the unicorns which have failed in India. It's not because the ideas were bad or the market was bad. It is just that it's been poorly managed. And this is true even in the IPOs, which these have become IPOs. They get outrageously crazy pricing in IPO launch itself, then the stock plummets. Okay. You take any of the so-called new generation IPOs, they all launch at 100, immediately collapse to 50, then it'll bounce up to maybe 60, 70, again it'll collapse down to a 40, 20, and it'll be sitting there in doldrums for some time. And who loses? Public money, who'll see all these things like BYJU's ads, Shah Rukh Khan, everything.
And speaking about ads, even when the company was making losses, Shah Rukh Khan was a brand ambassador. And
because he was still, he is making losses. He doesn't care about that because he has still had a straw in US, no? People in US are still funding him.
Okay.
It only all came to call when those guys stopped funding him. And when did that happen? When interest rates in the US started going up.
Yeah.
Then all the cows came home calling, saying, hello, what's happening? He got into trouble. And even now, the idea is still very good. The concept is very great. And if it's still managed well, it can do. But you have seen so many of this. Not only in India, even in the US, we have WeWork. So this kind of situation is prevalent throughout the world. And right now, the same problem in Japan. Japanese are not able to raise interest rates. So if you find enough Japanese investors for some crazy idea here, you can do the same thing. Instead of using American money, you can use Japanese money. Okay. And very funnily enough, lots of Japanese are interested in investing in India because they all have been hearing about Indian news. That India is fantastic, India is rising, India is superb, and everybody is investing in India. All the FIRs are in India. So a lot of Japanese who have money, disposable income, whatever little they have, they want to invest in India. So all they have to do is set up a team and move some of your friends from America to sit in Japan.
And find Japanese.
Yes, some Japanese translators and sit and sell some Japanese stories to them. And you will get fresh funds flowing in from Japan to these companies. Who knows? Maybe someone will see this video and feel inspired to do it. And then we'll hear about another crazy unicorn scam coming out of Japan. But Japanese are a little more conservative than Americans, so be careful.
So I hope that this video was informative and interesting. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more videos. See you in another episode with an interesting topic. Thanks for watching the video.
Thank you.